Hey guys, Alan's Custom Lego here, bringing you guys a bit of a different video. This video will be of my Lego collection, 2016. The last time I made a video of this, I just had one of these, and I kind of had all my black pieces on one side, my whites on the other. Now I have one bin of all my black pieces and another bin of all my white pieces. Sorted a little bit better. The P90 is officially taken apart. So since I took it apart, I didn't really have space for all the pieces, and I still have a lot more pieces I have to sort through as well. But this is what I have. It's all organized, and I'll be going through, oops, sorry for shaky camera. I'll be going through like what I have in each bin. This video may not be for all of you, but for any of you guys that are extremely bored right now, I guess you want to be watching this? I'm not really sure. These are the old bins I was using. No clue what I'm going to do with these now, but I got those new blue bins because when I bought a new shelf, they were still selling these green ones, but they weren't selling these. I didn't have enough to fill, and I've low-key OCD, so they all have to be the same color. So I bought all new bins. Unnecessarily expensive. So first we'll be going through the black ones. So the first row here, I have all my like one by tiles. So these are all like your 1x1s through 1x8s. This one over here is just pretty much everything else, mostly 2x2s, 2x4s, like grill pieces, like circle kind of pieces, mostly that kind of stuff. Over here I have the 1x plates. These are all 1x1s, 1x2s, 1x3s, and 1x4s, and the corners. And these are all 1x6s through 1x, I think they go up to 12 or maybe 14. So a little bit nicer that way. With all these bins, I think I still got to tape off these holes so pieces don't get through there. Probably something I'll do after this video. Next bin is these are like all kind of like I consider them like functioning pieces. For most of this, it's kind of maybe like you do it a different way, but I do it this way because for my brain it makes sense, so I can find pieces easily. This whole bin is all like kind of studs on the sides kind of stuff in here, so like headlight bricks, the 1x1s, all that kind of stuff. This bin over here are all my bracket pieces. These are all bracket pieces. This whole bin, you can see like these bins are pretty deep too. So these are all like these kinds and these kinds, and like there's all different kinds in here. So like these are very useful pieces. I use a lot of them. Here's all my jumpers and all my cheese slopes. I consider these jumpers. They're not really jumpers, but I didn't really have another place for them. What else do I have in here? I think just mostly jumpers. It's all jumpers and cheese slopes in there. Really not as much as I thought I had. I thought I had a lot more. These are all kind of things that didn't fit into these two. Mostly hinges, turntables, some like these rail pieces, stuff like that. These weird. I have a few of these. I haven't really found a use for these yet, but maybe someday. Next drawer is arches. These are all like smaller arches, and of course it drops in. These smaller arches. So we have these kinds of arches and like the bigger kind. Behind that is kind of just all the other ones, like bigger ones. Like we got these guys, like mostly stuff like I'm not really gonna use too often. So I try to keep the stuff I'm gonna use a lot more in the front. These guys are kind of your 1x1s, 1x2s, 1x3s, some of the taller ones as well. And then behind that we have the Technic bricks. So all the way through like the 1x1s, and then like the 1x2s, 1x4s, 6s, and I think it goes up to 8, I believe. After that we have, I'll get my chair. In this one here we have the 2x2s, 2x3s, and 2x4s. Also the Technic ones are in here as well, they're mixed in. Behind that, these are all the 2x6s. I just have a lot of these kinds of plates, just crazy amount of them. Like I showed you before, like these are pretty thick. Like, there's a lot of pieces in there. These are all my kind of like cylindrical pipe pieces. Pretty vague, but not really a section I really go to a lot. But definitely some like cool pieces in there. This is just kind of like mostly hinges, stuff like that. Next we get to the bigger bends. This whole drawer is all slopes. So these are kind of your regular slopes. Like anything that's like anti-studs are on the bottom and they slope down. Those are all reverse slopes. I feel like there's a better word for them. Upside down slopes? I don't know. I'm blanking out here. But inverted slopes. There we go, inverted. These are all my inverted slopes back there. These are all kind of like the taller ones, the 2 brick or the 3 brick tall ones. Inverted is also mixed in here as well, so I have quite a bit of these guys. And then those are kind of just all those other slopes that don't really fit in with the other groups, mostly like these guys. The weird ones that are still useful, so I want to make them so easy to get to. Next we have the plates here. These are all 2x8s, and then this is everything above that, so like 2x10s, 12s, 14s, and I think it goes up to 16s. Yeah, 16s, which would be these guys. Next we have the slopes, or kind of like the angled plates. These are like the smaller ones. Not really pieces that get used that often, but every once in a while we find a good use for them. The bigger ones rarely ever get used. Next to the bottom we have